Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, home of Nissan and home of the Maxima, which is the longest running nameplate for the Nissan brand. It's been around for 35 years and 8 generations. Now, back in generation 3, they called it 4DSC or 4-door sports car. It was that sporty. And they kind of lost track of that over the last few generations, but it's back. This is the 2016 Maxima. It's all new sheet metal. A lot of inspiration drawn from the Blue Angels of all things, and you're gonna see that inside, outside, and in the driving dynamics. Mechanically, the specifications of the 2016 Maxima don't sound completely different from the outgoing model. You still have the same tried and true 3.5 liter V6, the same one they've had for a long time. In fact, Nissan said, we are who we are. But horsepower has been increased by 10 to 300, which is a lot for a front-wheel drive sedan like the Maxima. And they're telling us over 60% of the parts are brand new. Of course, this engine is mated to a CVT. Nissan is the CVT company, but this CVT works really well with this Maxima to give it a sporty feel. From a driver's perspective, Nissan definitely achieved their objective to create a more sporty Maxima. The last couple of generations of Maximas were pretty soft, including the seats. Now you have, especially in this SR model, very aggressive sport-style seats. Love the quilted stitching. The interior in general is just gorgeous, but you want to know what it's like to get behind the wheel. Considering it's a CVT, they've done a pretty good job to compensate for some of its shortcomings with the paddle shifters and some sport tuning. Things that you may not experience in a quick drive around the dealership, so I recommend take it for a longer haul if you're going to make an investment of $33,000 to $40,000. When you take a look at the segment, which includes vehicles like the Avalon, Taurus, and Impala, it's not exactly the sportiest segment. So if you're looking for something sporty, the Maxima is an easy recommendation to make. However, sporty is not for everyone, and perhaps there's a reason why a lot of vehicles in the segment aren't overly aggressive in that sporty styling. The Maxima is responsive with 300 horsepower. It leads the segment. And when you look at that segment, you also have to consider some of the premium vehicles like the Buick LeSabre and Lincoln MKZ, which are more expensive, but don't necessarily offer more in the way of creature comforts. The Maxima is available in 5 trim levels, starting with the base S model, which comes in just over $33,000. The top of the line Platinum, just over $40,000. I think it's safe to say that the Maxima is going to be around for quite some time. It's been around for 35 years. Not sure if it's going to make it another 35, but it's certainly got a couple more generations in it. Fuel economy is around 22 city, 30 highway, 25 combined, depending on the trim level that you get. Nissan designers wanted this to be a sporty vehicle, and I'm not sure if it's quite a 4-door sports car, but it's certainly a very sporty sedan. And as we showed, having this style roof versus a 4-door coupe like the Passat CC or Mercedes-Benz CLS, you get a lot more headroom. Not as much as a traditional sedan, but certainly more than one of those 4-door coupes. So there you have it, the 2016 Maxima. A great driving vehicle, very sporty, and quite the looker.